Angry guy here, and men are done allowing women to ruin their lives. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers in our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Men are done allowing women to ruin their lives. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
You are not the father.
Told you so.
I'm sorry, Mr. G. Can you tell the court what you're feeling in this moment?
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrifice?
Trey, this Lord, I just feel like I ain't dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude, man. I don't deserve that.
Let me explain. I haven't finished my question. I haven't finished my question.
You know, guys, it's quite interesting, as you can see. So here you have a black guy. Look how well this guy is dressed. This dude is not for the streets. This guy looks educated. This guy is extremely well put together. And what he's very good looking guy. He's pretty tall. Maybe he's 6 feet. You know, he likely makes good money, probably college educated. And look at what she did to this man. Look at what she did to this man. All right. She went and she had Tyrone's baby on him. This is what I warn you all about. I constantly, this is the reason, this is how things really fall apart. Like I keep telling you, like, this is why I told you, you're gonna see, like, these women they're doing the jobs for the Miggly Puffs. They're doing the jobs for the MGTOWs, because this is how men end up becoming separatists. This is how some men end up becoming separatists. This is how men end up going MWA, walking away from Western society and relationships in Western society. This is how men end up becoming passport bros and passport kings. This is how men swear off all women off their own ethnicity. This is what leads to white men saying that they do not have any attraction to Caucasian women. This is what happens. This is how you end up with black men saying they have no attraction to black women. Okay. And so sometimes as African American, sometimes as black entirely. Like, no, this really does happen. Like, you literally have a lot of white dudes who they don't just swear off Caucasian American women. No, all Caucasian women. They don't care if it's American or Eastern European. Even though the cultures are different, they're done. And it happens with black men as well. It happens with black guys as well. They don't just swear off African American women, they swear off all women of African descent. Even though the cultures are very different, it becomes pattern recognition to them. Like, they observe this behavior among this group of people over a long period of time, and it's pattern recognition. A lot of people get angry when, you know, people are apprehensive when it comes to statistics in America, where you have 13% of the population is African American, but they commit 80% of violent crimes. That's pattern recognition. It's pattern recognition. The truth, and it's a harsh truth to accept, but a lot of black people are apprehensive of other black people because it's 100% pattern recognition. It is 100% pattern recognition, and this is the type of thing that leads to men basically saying that, you know what, I've observed this behavior from these groups of people over a long period of time, and I'm not going to be involved. I have no interest in this specific group of people, or in anyone of this, or of this, in some cases, in this gender entirely. So some guys will say, you know, I don't want to, you know, they swear off this, you know, black guys might say, well, I'm not interested in black women anymore. White guys might say, I'm not interested in Caucasian women anymore. But there are a lot of guys who become, who literally go down another path, and they say, I'm not interested in women anymore. I have no physical attraction. Something like, it comes and goes here and there, maybe. Some guys will tell you they have none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Okay? And there's some guys who are like, oh, angry, I'm not isolating at home. Okay, well, outside of going out and working and doing what you have, you're just basically ghosting in society. That's what someone called it recently, and it's absolutely right. You're ghosting in society, so you're really isolating in society. You're in society, but you're ghosting in society. Like, you don't want to have anything to do with these people outside of professionalism. Like, you go out, you do what you have to do, but you don't have any interest or even really any attraction, in getting involved with anyone. Yeah, you got me there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you're literally ghosting, and you're literally ghosting there, and your happiest days are just by yourself. Like, even like, this is how you turn extroverts. I'm a hard extrovert, but I can't be bothered with anyone anymore. So I just basically spend a lot of time just, making my YouTube videos and talking to myself. I'm just so serious. I am so serious. I'm a hard extrovert, but I just basically sit around talking to myself, making my videos. Like, this is conversation for me. Like, this right here is conversation for me. So yeah, even if I was a millionaire and making tons of money, I probably would still end up having to do this because I'm not going to be bothered with anyone. But I also need to talk. I have to talk. I have to do this. It's just how I am. And so yeah, I would still be making content. It's just me. But this is how a lot of guys are. Like, they find ways to basically just be alone because they don't want the nonsense, they don't want the crap. And it's not just a solely gender specific thing. A lot of guys don't want to deal with other men either. They don't want the stress and the drama that is brought into their lives. Like, a lot of dudes will have just one or two good friends at best, and that's it. And if they have most men have no one, and they're fine with having literally no one. They make peace with it, and they're living happy lives, a debt-free life, without any stress, children to worry about, wife to put up with, wife to put up with, wife to put up with. No, you're not hearing the video repeat. Wife to put up with. A life like that is optimal, that is happy, that is happiness for a man. And these men are not, they're refusing. They're refusing to surrender it. You have a lot of these dudes walking around with $500,000 in the bank, $1 million in the bank, living in a room or living out of a camper. Like, there's a lot of dudes out here. Y'all don't understand this. And people think I'm crazy. I'm not making it up. Y'all, I'm not making it up. There are a lot of dudes that have $1 million to $500,000 in the bank. All right? $1 million in the bank. They are living in campers and mobile homes. I'm not messing around with you. You'll see some of these dudes. You see some white dude wearing like cargo shorts and maybe a polo shirt and some loafers, and you're like, this dude doesn't have money, bro. This dude he's crisp as hell. This bastard is deliberately living like this, driving an old car. Okay, driving an old. It's not just black men. It's not just white guys. Black guys too. These dudes walk around in public that you will never know they have money. Okay, and it's the people who are it's the broke boys. It's the broke boys and broke girls that are going around trying to act like they have money, driving these cars they can't afford, living in these apartments and condos and houses they can't afford, paying these crazy mortgages. And then the guys with money, the guys with over $1 million in the bank, are literally living on $1,000 a month. You're like, angry, you're out of your mind. Oh my gosh, I'm not. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. These dudes are literally living on $1,000 a month. And you've got some of these dudes who have a ton of money in assets, tons of money and tons in assets, and they are living off EBT cards because they conceal their assets and then they go and apply for EBT. And they qualify because their actual income is so low that they qualify. And as long as they conceal their income, because it's no one's business how much money you make. It's really no one's business. All right, look at this. All I need is about $200 to $230 per month on food, and I'm good because I know how to stretch and even go into the next month with the same food from the last month. This is from a subscriber. So yeah, and all else will be saved in the bank other than red. Guys, I'm telling you about these men. Okay, y'all are some of y'all are young still, or you're naive. You don't know what these men are out here doing. You don't know just how little these men are living on, and these dudes have bread lots of bread. I have a lot of millionaires in my comments. I'm not like, I go through so many millionaires. I have dudes with heavy amounts of bread sending me emails. And they are literally laughing and kicking up their heels. Oh, this guy is lying. He's not telling the truth. They're just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Guys, these men are ghosting in society. They are ghosting everyone in society. Okay? This is ghosting in society. These dudes they have lots of bread. Lots of bread, but they're living happy lives with no wives. Happy lives with no wives and in simplicity. And for them, simplicity is luxury. Look at this comment that I read this comment in another video, but I'm going to read it again. This guy, Randy, says, I'll be 66 next week. I live in a mobile home I inherited from my dad, along with 6 figures. I drive a classic luxury car. My lot rent is $270 a month, and my property taxes are $21 a year. These are the dudes I'm warning y'all about, and you won't listen to me. Total expenses are less than $1,000 a month. I have 14 guitars. Guys, be very careful with those guitars. Guitars can be very expensive. 14 guitars. Those may not be cheap guitars. Let me make that very, very clear, especially those of you that are musicians. This guy is living his best life. This guy is living his best life. I'm very concerned. I'm not a musician, but I've watched enough shows and become educated enough to know about guitars. And a lot of those guitars are not cheap, especially for guys who actively play. There are 14 guitars. I'm wondering what the value of that guitar set really is. And 13 pedal boards. I can cook, and it takes me 10 minutes to vacuum from front to back of his mobile home. 10 minutes, y'all. In 10 minutes, he's completely vacuumed everything. Probably put some of that little powder on the carpet, and now it smells so nice inside there. So nice. I can sew a button on a shirt, and I can run a washing machine. So this guy, these are the bastards I'm telling you about. He can sew a button on a shirt, which means that if his clothing, so supposedly if he can sew a button on a shirt, he can also patch up clothing. These men are dangerous. These men are very, very dangerous, because a lot of people, something like something gets ripped and they have to go and buy a new shirt. Not these bastards. They'll sew it up. Listen to me. You have a lot of these men walking around with shirts that they've been wearing for 13 years. And whenever a hole pops up in it, they just repair it. And they like it that way. And they feel so much pride in wearing these clothes. Listen to me. Like, this shirt has been with me for 13 years. Oh, yeah, man, this one's been with me for 20 years. They run into another one like that. That's a man like them. This one's been with me for 13 years. Just look at you, youngins. Look at you, youngins. I've had this shirt for 50 years. 50 years. Bro. He said, I can sew a button on a shirt and I can run a washing machine. Anything else I can outsource. Why would I want to bring a woman in and give up my number 1 and number 2 commodities, my time and my peace of mind? Guys, these guys are living their best lives. They're living $21 a year in property taxes, $270 a month in rent for the lot. $270 a month. Guys, men are just going to abandon women entirely. Like, this is it. And women are going to be in the streets thinking that they still deserve millionaires. Like, I wish I could find the video for you guys of a woman living in she's living in the sewers. She was living in the sewers and basically talking about the kind of man that she deserves. And the interviewer flipped out on her. The interviewer literally, like, he couldn't do it anymore. He could not do it anymore. She was living in a sewer. And the guy went into the sewer, and I would never go down there. And she started talking her delulu. And his man just literally said, Susan, stop. You're living in a sewer. I don't care. God is going to send me the man I deserve. I know my worth. This chick was like 50-something years old, or pushing 60. And she was discussing the kind of man that she deserves. And she knows her worth. And this man stopped her. Because He just couldn't let it go anymore. Dude literally went like, Susan, stop. Susan, stop. You're living in a sewer. You're in a sewer. Okay? Do you understand this? You are this. No. You're living in a sewer. I don't listen to God is gonna get me what I want. God is gonna get me what I want, and I'm not gonna sell. Susan, you're living in a sewer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, this is how much. Guys, I told you, functional insanity. They are functionally insane at best. What do you guys think regarding everything we discussed here today, guys? I want to know your thoughts in the comments regarding this. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Men are done allowing women to ruin their lives. Let me know what you guys think about everything we discussed here in the comments today. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.